Hey guys, what's going on? Darral Addison, Torpedopot.com. Darral Addison, Torpedopot.com, where we grew over 150 eggplants in these planters. This is one of the last crop that you'll see that we grow for the year. We wanted to get the eggplants out. They produced abundantly. We grew 150 eggplants in 10 feet. So each of the growing areas are 24 inches across. And the eggplants grew out of those. So we've grown 150 plus eggplants in 10 feet. So this comes the hardest part. See, the hardest part about growing to me is harvesting. Because Torpedopot grows so much food, harvesting is the most laborious time of the year for me. The hardest time of the year for an overwhelming percentage of you is at the beginning of the year. Weeding throughout the year, watering throughout the year, and not even getting the yields that you're supposed to be getting throughout the year. So my hardest part is where to store all of this. Your hardest part is just to get them to grow. I'm beyond that. Torpedopot grows your food for you with no human intervention. You don't have to grow your food anymore. It grows it for you. It grows it better than you could ever imagine. Ever imagine. Better than what you get at the store. Much better when you get at the store. So Torpedopot grows your food. What we want to remove you from the process and use our biotic systems to grow your food. So now I've got to store this food, so I've got to find out what to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start storing them in this bag right here. Why this bag? Now, I'm not going to cut the ends off because once they freeze up, because you grow naturally, the texture just locks everything into place. You don't have to worry about it. So the consistency that you're seeing now, it won't get watery and break apart. As long as it's freeze properly, they'll store. Got too many eggplants, guys. So how do I use them? The pieces that you see right now will go in my air fryer. And I chew on these around the house. I have them as a source of food for around the house. The parts that you see here, they're going down a compost bin. Torpedopot grows your food for you. So you don't have to grow food anymore. I want you to see how healthy this eggplant is. Torpedopot grew this eggplant organically. No fertilizer, no synthetic fertilizers. I don't want you to ever touch that again. Ever touch that again. Never. And appreciate the food that you're getting from a Torpedopot. Now that's amazing. All the way throughout. Torpedopot's no joke. It grows your food with no human intervention. And it's so beautiful. So, they'll all go in here. I'll keep pulling them off. These top parts, gonna go into my compost bin. The reason why they go into my compost bin because those plant parts don't contain chemicals like the plant's parts that you're using to put into your compost bin. This is pure, clean food. Genetics is grown true to its genetic potential. That's why it's perfect. That's why it's so perfect. Yeah, I should cut the bag smaller than that, but I don't know. I'm gonna store this the way it is right now. Whoops. I'm gonna store it the way it is right now. I'm not gonna close it. Forgive me. Only close it and de-vacuum your bags before you put them in the freezer. You don't want to do it at this point. It'll cause humidity. Humidity creates bacteria inside the bag, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so let's move on to another one. Now, when I throw my food in the compost, All food grown in Torpedopot is naturally healthy. It's good for you. It's natural. It's good for you. It's organic. It's better than organic. It's a process that we define called biotic. We grow biotic food because we use the biotic environment in our planters. When we grow biotic sustaining plant systems. Biotic sustaining plant systems, excuse me. I'm trying to think about this and talk at the same time. And we call it the sustainable biotic environment. The planters that you see here allow you to grow a sustainable biotic environment so that you can have healthy food. We use the microbes in the soil to grow your food. And they're all but willing to do so. And guess what? They don't require much reward to do it. Torpedopot grows your food like you've never seen before. And it grows it in a healthy way so that I can be healthy, eat healthy, and am healthy. All right, I got a lot more stuff to cut up here. I could talk to you for hours, but I got to put away this last harvest. And that's going to take some time. But you know what? I am so enjoying myself. Remember back in the day, Torpedopot grows your food and it allows me to have all of this on site and just enjoy this. Remember back in the day when your dad took you fishing? Or your mom took you fishing with your dad and said, let's go fishing. And you ended up fishing in some way, and it's always been a dream for fishing. Why? Because it's so productive when you can throw that line out there and pull in a fish. It's almost as if you're really feeding yourself. The whole system and concept works that when you throw that, you should be able to pull in a reward, and you get a reward for what you do. That's our whole system belief is based upon that, a reward system. You'll get rewarded. Well, with Torpedopot, we grow healthy food. And we started the basis. We have faith in the design and the creation of the biotic environment, those living organisms, and their ability to produce your food. We don't question their ability because they've been living longer than we have. By any, I don't care what type of belief you have in terms of development of mankind, but plants have been here longer before we have, in every sense of the way. And so going back to that genetic inheritance that's in that plant is what Torpedopot does. Torpedopot allows your plant to reconnect with the soil, and the true colors and flavors and everything you want starts to come out. Torpedopot grows your food like no other system in the world. Trust Torpedopot. It'll get you there. Economical, safe, can be reused over again. We've used ours. You replace the feeding stick in the middle, but your Torpedopot should last for a very long time. The ones we have now, we've had them for about 4 or 5 years. So it should last you a very long time. It's a stable environment. Darral Addison, Torpedopot.com. Bye-bye.